Alright, everybody, welcome back, or welcome as your first time. This is Paul with Dragon Boost Gaming here. I'm going to be doing a review on Greedfall 2, The Dying World. Did play the first one, I've already done a review for it. You'll check it out. It is in my videos. So, how I do my reviews is 1 through 100. I have 10 categories, each category is 1 through 10. And total score, I also have like a rating as far as that goes on, good game, bad game, legendary game kind of thing. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Um, Category number 1, performance. Gave it a 4 out of 10. Wasn't good. Um, Sorry, dogs doing some weird things. We had a lot of bugs, a lot of sputtering. Um, that's what I'm looking for. The screen would just not render at all. It would just be black, and you would have to restart the game. It would freeze every once in a while. You would have to restart the game. But the rendering in general was absolutely terrible. I mean, a map would load up, and you would start walking through the map, and even a minute in, there'd be swords just, hanging in the air with no people because they haven't rendered yet. um, that kind of stuff. It really wasn't good compared to the first one. It was terrible as far as bugs go. They brought it out with early access, and it was on early access for a while, which is kind of worrying that they let it come out in full release in the state that it was in. Um, yeah, not good. 4 out of 10 for performance. Number 2 is graphics. Gave it a 6 out of 10. It was a little bit better than the first one. Um, the faces looked way better. The environments were probably about the same, which should have a little bit of an upgrade. Even, I mean, I think they were 4 or 5 years apart. Um, my biggest issue with the graphics were, and I don't know how to, the best way to say this. All the characters, no matter what like body you picked, female, male, in armor, they look like 80-year-old grandmas with saggy titties. I don't know why. It was very weird looking, but it wasn't the best. So 6 out of 10. Not too much more going on there. Sound, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Things seem to be pretty organized as far as sound go. I didn't notice anything off like I did the first one. The first one, like, sword sounds and things like that would just be off. Gunshots would be off. None of that. None of that in this game. It was pretty on point, pretty good, but nothing that really stood out either. So I just gave it a 7 out of 10. Now number 5 is music. I gave it a 4 out of 10 because I don't remember any of it. At least in the first game, it you could tell the mood of what you were going into. If it was a chill area, you knew it. If you were getting into some danger, you knew it. This one, I don't remember it at all. So 4 out of 10 there. I do write some of this stuff down, guys, just so I can remember um, as I'm playing. So number 5 is gameplay. Gave it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed this game more than the first one, which is weird because it's going to have a lower score. Total score, and there's one thing in this game that absolutely destroys it and brings the score down immensely. Now, gameplay, it didn't bring it down too much because my next category is that specifically. So the next category, I'm not going to it yet, but the next category is like the main focus of the game. I'll kind of explain that in a minute. But so gameplay, it was pretty good. Talking was way better. Like how you did conversations was way better in the first game. Exploring movements seems to be a good bit better than the first game, and the questing. A lot of the quests kind of tied in, even if it was like a loose end or it was more than just like a mention. Most quests tied in somewhere to other quests and or the main story, which was cool. No issues there. The reason this is only a 7, and then the reason the next one, I'll get there. So, number 6 is the main focus of the game, the main kind of plot. So, it's a racing game, and be racing. How is the racing? Sports game, how is the football gameplay? This is a combat RPG. So, how is the combat? It is absolutely terrible. Number 6, combat 2 out of 10. This was awful. This is what brought the gameplay down a lot, and just I mean, it's 2 out of 10. I'm pretty sure there's some games out there that are worse. I've never played one yet. It's probably the worst combat I've ever played in a game. Now, they attempted to do a Dragon Age Origins, like tactical team based, but also somewhat in real time, and it failed miserably. So it was slow, it was extremely clunky. Targeting was so messed up. You would be fighting one person, and then it would just switch to somebody else and run across the map. Not the map, but the battlefield to somebody else, and then, yeah. The biggest issue is the abilities. I don't even know if there were any. I used the same 2 abilities I had from the beginning of the game, other than normal attack. Dragon Age, they would give you tons of abilities. You would get so many that you would have to choose what you want on your hotkey list. This one, never added one. I don't think I ever got one. I never used. I don't know where they're at. If they're in the game, I never saw them, never got to them, and I upgraded a couple different tiers. So it's terrible, terrible combat. It's bad enough that it'll probably take a lot of people out of the game, and they just won't even want to play it. And that's unfortunate because it is overall a better game than the first one. But there's a couple things that bring it down to where it's not. Combat's one of them. Story's the next one. So story is number 7, 6.5 out of 10. I, this story bothered me a lot because I wanted to like it. Why they chose to make a prequel, I'll never know and I'll never understand. That was a stupid decision. They, I mean, clearly we've played. Okay, we've played a game that is after when this one took place, and we know nothing major went down because of this game. So, spoiler alerts, the story is about a general who goes nuts and wants to create monsters to fight in his army. And we're tracking him across the world, stopping him, defeating his monsters before he can deploy them. Couple things with that. I mean, it affects an army, maybe a battle here and there. It's not world ending. It's not anything major. And the second thing is our team, a group of 4 people, can beat this monster by ourselves. So what are they really doing anyway? See what I'm saying? Like at least the first one, there was a threat of like a people's demise, like a legit threat of an entire people's demise. This one, it's just nothing. There really is no threat. It's a very small, insignificant threat. Which again is why I don't understand why they went prequel. It just doesn't make sense to me. Playing the first game, we know nothing major happens beforehand that would cause any significant issue. So it just didn't make sense. And then number 8 is content. I gave it a 6 out of 10. There's really not a whole lot to it. It does have crafting and potions and things like that. Sorry, guys. It is very basic. I didn't ever use it. You can only craft what you've already found. And to me, that's. Crafting to me is to be able to get better weapons eventually than what you're finding. And craft some special things. In this game, man, in this game, there's nothing there as far as that goes. No special crafting, nothing. Um, there's no mini games. There's no arena like in the first one. It's just the quest, and that's it. There's really not much to this game. Difficulty is number 9. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because it does have a lot of options to make it go hard or not so hard. I'm not a hard guy. I have anger problems when it comes to video games. And yeah, so I give it a 7 out of 10 because it has a lot of options. There was one battle towards the end where I couldn't beat it. And I don't know if it's because I didn't prepare right. I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough potions or what. But I couldn't beat it. So I had to go in and turn it down just for that battle so I could get through it and beat the game. So that I do enjoy, that it gives you the options. 7 out of 10 there. Replayability is number 10. And I gave it a score of 1 out of 10. Because there's nothing to come back to. There's no secrets to find. There's no like special like hidden chest. There's nothing like that. It's just quest, story, and you're done. And I understand like if the story was good, things like the story's not good. I don't think it's replayable as far as that goes. And then you add in the combat, which is the worst game I've ever played as far as combat goes. This game, I'm not saying don't play it because it's a playable game, and it's if you like Greedfall and got into it, it's entertaining enough. But I will never bat an eye and look at this game ever again. Uh, and I don't think most people would. Anybody that played this game will probably never ever go back to it. And if you do, it's probably because it's just one of those things you like, really like that game, or the content. I don't know. I don't know why you would go back to it. But that is my review there, guys. We do have a total score of 50.5 out of 100. This is my lowest scored game at the moment. Again, which I say is weird because I enjoyed this game better than the first one, other than the combat. I don't know. It's a two-way street, so I guess ultimately I didn't, but everything else I enjoyed better. But on my rating list, it's a playable game. It's not good. It's not terrible. It's playable, and that's about where it should be. It's it's not a good game. And it's not that it's not AAA. I love kind of, what would you call them, underdog, not high end games. I like those kind of games. This one's not it. So 50.5 out of 100. And thanks for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have some trailers and some more reviews coming out. Probably gonna have Forsaken Realms, Vagrant's Call coming out soon. Review. Other than that, not too sure what I'll be playing soon. Maybe Way the Hunter 2, but I do want to wait for it to drop full release. So yeah, we'll see. But keep checking. I'll have some trailers coming out. Everybody have a good day.